早上好，中国！我和我的朋友们在这里住着 podcast 新的 podcast 的部分。对不起。Okay. I'm gonna keep.
What?
I'm
Did you
gonna
guys
keep.
hear that?
Hear
What?
what?
I didn't hear
What
that.
was
I
that?
heard like a mystery noise.
I thought you put like a filter over your mic.
Me? It was definitely mine
No,
because I
that
did not
was
hear
like
it.
that was like a truck driving by my house blaring his horn.
Oh, I did not
That's
hear
crazy. I thought you got one of those like weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like the weird plastic tubes that you swing them around and they make a funny noise.
that.
I thought you put that like up to your mic, and I was like, okay, this is a good bit.
It's a really good bit. Okay, I think I could do it now.
You didn't do it already?
I did do it. I don't know if we're using that take.
I thought we were gonna use the first take from like 20 minutes ago.
I said sorry in it.
Oh.
I said sorry in the last one too. I said at the
Well,
end sorry because I messed up.
Sorry. Well, you
对不起，
can do what you please.
对不起，对不起，我的中文很不好。It means I'm sorry, my Chinese is bad.
Wait, so are we?
我是胖的美国人。
It's a very good phrase to know in any language, I think.
I agree. We could start. I'm ready.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was like
Oh,
your
we've been
final
rolling,
attempt.
I
I wasn't
think.
sure if that was your final
That
attempt.
can't be the final attempt. 早上好，爱多好。
Alright.
我是胖的美国人，我很喜欢 pizza 和牛肉。
Net spend.
他喜欢 net spend to summers. I
Alright,
love that video.
yeah.
That's actually an all-timer.
We got Bento,
all-timer.
Swagber, and special guest Harry, aka Capt, or as I
Hello.
or in our previous attempt at a podcast, the Swagcast, I accidentally called him Captain Overwatch.
That was where that
Well,
started.
This is stuck.
Is that
well,
where that
it's not wrong
started?
because that was what my Twitch username was originally.
Yeah, that was the
It was-
origins.
That is
Capt
where
W, yeah.
that is where Captain Overwatch started in the PAX East episode of Swagcast.
No
That
way!
we-
I completely forgot that.
That's crazy.
For some reason, in our PAX East episode, we were all just like, our brains were like not fully functioning, and we were all like being really quiet. And at one point, I accidentally said Captain Overwatch.
It's a all-timer. I love Captain Overwatch. I love saying it. I love saying like I know someone, my good friend Captain Overwatch. He's the captain of Overwatch.
I do think it is funny that I know people named Captain Overwatch and Swagbert 9000.
It's a good
That I could
episode
just
when
I
you
could
have
just
both of us.
refer
We've got
to.
some good names in this group.
We do have good names. Dalek Craft is another good name, I think.
I'm smoking
hell
the shit
yeah.
that made Dalek Craft.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Doctor Who. I like just started rewatching season 1 of the new run, and the next episode that I have is Dalek.
Yeah,
So
that's the
I'm
one I
excited
that's the
for
one I
that.
showed. That's the one I showed McLean and Bento when I was up in
that's the
Vermont.
only episode I've ever seen because he did show it to us.
All right.
It's a good show.
It's
Yeah,
very
it's the one
awesome.
where he's like I'm coming. Like he's about to go.
No.
Like, I'll...
No, you thought it was I'm shitting. You thought
Oh,
it was
my
it's
bad.
coming
you
out.
did think it was it's transformed to I'm coming, I guess.
I think you've been watching bootleg Doctor Who.
Yeah.
You've been
They
watching.
got into
watching a
the
certain kind
room
of parody
with
of
the
Doctor
lone
Who.
Dalek in it, and the Dalek just started fucking splooging everywhere.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
That's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Doctor Who. Speaking of Doctor Who, the president of South Korea tried to do a coup and it failed, and that was kind of sad.
That's a glorious transition. That did happen.
That
did
actually
happen.
nothing to do with Doctor Who. I can't believe how much. It's just impressive to me how much nothing is fucking happening in that country. He tries to start a military coup, fails within 3 hours. Then they get together and try to impeach him, and that doesn't pass either.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, he was.
They
he,
didn't
he-
impeach him.
He imposed martial law, and then the I think it was actually kind of badass of the legislators there to just be like get together, like get through through the military police and go to the
He did
Capitol
jump
and go to
over
and
the
vote.
fence, that one guy.
190 to 0 to
Not a single
tell him
person in
to fuck
favor.
off, and he was just like, okay.
So
And then he said he
I
was
was like, "All right,
sorry. He said he was like, I needed
gotta
a friend
I
to
gotta
talk
respect
to.
that."
I'm sorry for causing anxiety in the people by starting
then
the military coup of the country. I was
and
very
then they didn't
lonely.
impeach him. But for a while, I was like, okay, well, South Korea is just unironically a more robust democracy than America is.
Yeah.
So
But then he also didn't get impeached. So
there
Yeah.
is
Ah.
something I heard in one of
So
my
much for
classes,
that.
and I take this with a grain of salt because this class is filled with like a bunch of like socialist and anarchist like me.
Mhm.
Someone in the class said that apparently in the South Korea, I had to look this up. I'd have to look this up. But it'd be really funny if it's true. The South Korean constitution, because of the Korean War, states that the one of the people that undoes the power is the United States president, and Joe Biden likely undid it. Joe Biden likely said, "Nah, don't do that shit," and undid the whole thing. But I gotta look that up because that'd be hilarious if it's true.
No,
That's
that's
crazy.
I'm
That
not
would be
gonna
so
comment on whether that's
funny.
part of the Constitution of South Korea, but I think that the martial law was stopped by like a vote of the
Yeah, I mean,
South Korean
he had no
legislature.
choice because if all the legislature is against you, then you kind of just don't do a coup. And also, the military is like, we're not vibing with this, man. We do not vibe with
The
you.
military did kind of
Vibing
just
with
show
this.
up and like stand there, and they were like, "Yo, that was pretty funny looking."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
they're
a
just
really
incredible
interesting
levels of
bit.
nothing ever
I
happened.
had a professor who
Update on
said
on the truck situation. I just heard a siren drive by. I think that might be related.
It might be related.
the truck crashed into a
The mystery
tree.
truck. Yeah, update on my truck
We've got a
situation. We
high
have
speed
5
chase
guys on the way.
situation.
High speed chase.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
No way.
the most excitement that this town has seen in decades. Don't we're not gonna say the name of the town, by the way. Don't dox me, please.
I won't dox you. Okay, yeah, that guy in my class was definitely just like a Omega like communist, which he definitely is.
You just have
But
a
that is really funny still that they just kind of undid that in a couple days. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that the Department of State they released like 2 sentences about it.
sentences.
Gotta say something.
Yeah, they said that we're happy he is no longer doing that.
Too bad.
Yeah, they just said we are no longer doing that shit.
Weird. Yeah, no more of that.
Please don't do that. That would be bad. Then he said he was sorry. And he did it because he was like lonely.
He did say he was sorry and that he did it because he was lonely
Because he was
and needed
lonely.
someone to talk to.
He should have just tuned in to talk to
He should have just listened to.
Hawk Coin.
That's what I'm saying. The
He
South
should've
Korean
listened to it.
Treasury took a big hit in the Hawk Tua coin scandal.
That was
That's
crazy
right.
that was even a thing that occurred.
And
That's
this
He
is
I don't-
30K.
The
She's
way
going to a prison.
the way I learned about the the way I learned about the Hawk Tua cryptocurrency was because one of my friends on his Snapchat story posted saying, "If you bought into that, you're stupid."
Yeah, that's true. That is
True.
I like that one tweet, which is the guy who may or may not have put in 30K into Hotcoin, and maybe 5 minutes later it went down to like $5
That's crazy.
because they did the rug pull immediately. She
Yeah.
went on a Twitter space. I gotta find it. She went on a Twitter space, and it's like very obvious that all of them are guilty as fuck on that.
Yeah, the
I
way
watched
the way that I learned
watched the
about this
CopyZilla
was
video. Yeah.
oh, I haven't seen it. The only way I learned about this was Connor Eats Pants was like, how do I get that? When does the money go up? He was like, what did he say? He was like, I lost $235,000 on Hotcoin, but I'm willing to waive it off as an appearance fee for popular internet talk show Fortnite Friday. Hawk Tua fans don't want cryptocurrency. We want you on the battle bus.
I still think it's impressive how many people that Connor Eats Pants has gone on Fortnite Friday. He got Zachary Levi.
He got Zachary
is
Levi.
funny.
He
Who?
got George Santos.
He got
That's what I was. I was like thinking of Drake, but I was like, maybe he did
Yeah,
get
not
Drake,
Drake.
but I was definitely thinking
No.
of George Santos, and I was
Drake
thinking,
he got
Drake did play Fortnite with Ninja back in the day, and he did just have a recent appearance on XQC stream where he called someone a fragile op, which is really funny.
that's wild.
Yeah, I still don't know what that means.
I think it's.
I've had it explained to me many times. I don't get it.
I still think Zachary Levi is the craziest one. That's how far Zachary Levi's career has fallen. After Harold and the Purple Crayon, he has nothing else.
I don't know. I think his
After
career,
Shazam.
he was. You could have gone on a tour with him and RFK. And let me
True.
just say, RFK is in the White House, so
That's
Zachary
true.
Levi is only one step
I
away from
wanna-
the White House right now.
I
I'm
want
so
to eat.
fucked.
I want to eat a
A little
dog
fucked.
or a monkey.
You can't eat the McDonald's. He's gonna stop you from eating the diet or just not Diet Coke. I guess no. I probably Diet Coke. He's like no more preservatives.
If he,
Oh, my
do you think if
freeze
RFK found out about Bento's diet, he would like?
RFK's about to find out about the Five Guys that's about to
He's
arrive at
gonna-
my house.
I would say he's gonna kill himself, but
Dude,
I'm
I
pretty
can't-
sure like Trump's diet's like relatively similar, like unironically, and RFK like was horrified and
Yeah, he's
when he
gonna
found out that Trump eats like McDonald's every day.
he's gonna bring me a dead bear.
You're
He's gonna say,
talking with
"Eat
the
this."
president. I've actually seen the virtues of having a diet that solely consists of cheeseburgers. So I would like to appoint Bento as the deputy commissioner of the Department of Public Health.
Yeah, I'm the
Or
deputy
whatever.
commissioner. My first order of business is Five Guys in every fucking block of this country.
A 5 in every guys.
Yeah, we need
You're gonna-
burgers or fries.
We're gonna have
everywhere.
5 guys inflation. There's gonna be 25 guys.
There's gonna be Five Guys inflation.
Yes.
The deep state. They want to.
Yes.
They want to trick you into thinking that there's a choice between burgers or fries. No.
Yeah.
You have to choose.
It was a big mistake. I don't know.
It
my-
was a big
my-
mistake. They should
my
not
Trump
make
Okay,
impression
my
is not on
food's here. I'll be
today.
right back. I'll be right back.
Bento has 5 guys. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
Yeah. Can we talk about net spend to Summers? I'm not listening to Summers, so I can't talk about Summers.
I'm out of the loop on that one.
So
what is that all about?
let me just say, Two Hollis released some really good music, and Net Spend didn't release some good music. And Net Spend, let me just say that the real spenders, I'm not a fan. Two Hollis, on the other hand, I am a fan. And like it's just kind of a big debate people are having. I ruined Thanksgiving over it. Actually, I ruined my whole Thanksgiving. I brought it up, and my mom is a real spender. My dad's a real spender. My brother's a real spender. And I felt like I was on an island of a Two Hollis island. I was like France during the 100 Years War. I was very surrounds and very small.
Should we explain what that is? Like,
Very surrounds and
I don't
small.
know. I don't have any context for any of this.
So
I'm completely out of the loop.
in middle school, I knew a guy, and so in middle school during history, I had a teacher, and he would often do Google Classroom like questions where he would just like ask a question, post it on Google Classroom, and the entire class responds. And then he'd like show the answers on the screen and be like, "Okay, here's what they wrote." And this fucking guy, like, turned it in 0.5 seconds, and then told the teacher I didn't finish my answer. And he pulls the answer up on the screen, and the answer was very surrounds and very small for what happened to France during the 100 Years War. Like, describe this photo of them. It was like a map of France where they were very surrounds and very small.
This guy sounds like he works at the Department of Government Efficiency.
Dude, I can't believe we made a fucking Doge. That's crazy.
It's not real.
I mean,
No,
I know
yeah,
it's
no,
not
they're not
real,
getting
but
paid.
like,
It's not a real. It's not, if they're not getting paid, it's like
they can't
illegal.
just make up government agencies out of thin air. Only Congress can do that.
Yeah, and they also say like we're not gonna get paid to show how pointless the spending is, but that's like illegal. You can't like not have government agents be paid. It's part
Yeah.
of
Oh,
the
that's
law for a
I
reason.
didn't know about that, but yeah, that's wild. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, it's a workers' rights kind of thing that the
Yeah.
U.S. has, where you're supposed to pay people for working, and you can't have an agency that does not get paid.
Oh, well, workers' rights is just another thing that they're gonna do away with under the next administration.
Exactly. We don't need it. We just need net spends.
I don't
We'll
know if we
hench
want to
on
broach
net
that
spend.
topic on this podcast. I'm sorry.
No, we want to approach net spend though. Right, Bento?
I love Nushburn.
There's a video, Harry. You don't use Instagram, do you? You're kind of missing
No.
out, honestly. I think Instagram.
I might be. I need to sign up for Blue Sky as well.
I think Blue Sky is interesting. I would say that my life has actually improved since I deleted twitter.com off my cell phone. And I instead have bsky.app on my cell phone. I still use Twitter, I just only use it on browser, which I've been using a lot more because I've been doing finals. This is my break from working. I'm kind of like cooked right now. But
That's okay. Aren't we all?
yeah, it's we're trying times in the cold tundra that I live in. Where it is snowy and fun. I have not gone outside today. I've
Tell
not
me
felt the
about
outside
it.
air.
I will say on the podcast that I do live in Minnesota in a rather flat and cold area, and I was walking home from work. Well, I walk to and from work most days, but there was shut up. There's
Good one.
one day recently where it was so cold that I couldn't even do that. It was like -20 with wind chill.
Yeah, that's like fucked up.
That's crazy.
I had an
It was
incident
bad.
very recently related to the cold.
An
Oh
incident.
no, an
So
incident.
Shit yourself?
no, no. It's not that bad. Recently you know, I go, I was walking, I was I was leaving class. I was about to walk back to my car, and it was really cold. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the bus. And I got on the bus. I was a little bit tired. So once we reached the parking, like the commuter parking lot, and I got off, I just tripped and ate shit.
Oh,
That's crazy.
And
that is unfortunate.
now I have a big ass fucking like I have a big ass cut on my knee now.
Yikes!
You have a boo boo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That reminds me, Boo Boo reminds me of that I think there was a while where I was like, when I worked as a lifeguard in high school, I was like trying to figure out like how to replace the word boo boo in my vocabulary, which I definitely had not used in years at that point. But I was like, what is the right word for boo boo? And I couldn't think of wound because I'm like, I never say wound. But then I think now it's like clicking that it's just situational.
Wait,
Once you
if
get
if someone
older,
got
it's
like
situational.
if someone got like
If you
injured at the pool, did you say, "Oh, did you get a boo boo"?
no, if they get cut, then they get cut. They stepped on a nail, then they stepped on a nail, and they're bleeding. I didn't say that they had a. I did not use the word boo boo actively. I wish I did because that would be a really good
Yeah,
bit.
There's not a boo boo. That's tetanus. That's crazy. Yeah, boo boo's a good one. For
Boo
sure.
boo's a good one. Yeah, I agree. The tongy. So
Well,
I just did a Chinese final yesterday, and I have another one next week. And I'm gonna not do well.
How
So
many?
hooray.
how many finals? Do you want to know? So I take 4 classes. I have technically 6
How many of
finals,
those
and I
are
have
how? Well, no, I mean, how many of those are Chinese classes?
I have 1 Chinese class.
What? How do you
I
have
have
multiple finals?
I have 4 classes and 6 finals. Because
That's pretty.
I
The rest of
have
them like labs or something.
so I have a speaking final, a written final for
Oh,
Chinese,
I
and
see.
then I have a 6 to 8 page paper and an exam for 1 class. I have a lab and then I have an exam for like and they're all on Thursday and Friday. It's like I didn't
Sounds
get that shit
miserable.
spaced out throughout the week. I have it on the last 2 days. I had 2 exams on 1 day.
Damn.
I moved one, by the way. I had 3. I had 3 exams in 1 day. I moved it to this Friday because I was like, I can't do that. I will not pass. I will fail if I don't move this.
I definitely don't miss finals. Although
Yeah.
I guess the one upshot of going to the school that I went to is that like almost all of my finals were projects, like game projects
that's
or
fair.
code projects or something, which was nice, but it was still its own kind of stress because I'm a chronic procrastinator. Like I'm really bad about that, and so I would just kind of leave all of that stuff until like the week before.
Yeah.
And I always put myself. Oh, and I was. It was even worse too, because like I would put myself in these situations where I had like half of my classwork like outstanding. I didn't turn it in on time, but my professors were mostly like very chill, and they would let me turn it in late for like a marginal penalty.
And so I would just be like, okay, well, I have to make up like 4 assignments in this class and also do the final for 5 classes. And I would always put myself in that situation every single semester. And it would be so easily avoidable if I just did my work on time. I
Yeah,
never learned that lesson.
that's
I
what I did
somehow
throughout.
graduated with a degree.
Yeah, I did that throughout all of high school too. To this day, I believe I should not have graduated high school because like I had the like I'm not dumb enough that where I would have failed high school or anything, but I just like was not doing the work. And then at the end of each year, they were like, okay, if you do like these 5 worksheets from like November, we'll count them towards your grade or like for 80% or whatever, and then you'll like pass the class. And so I just did that the whole time. Yeah, you
it's,
are.
it's so
So
free.
Harry, did you because I know you graduated like what earlier this year or the year before?
Yeah.
No, earlier this year. Did you have like a bad wave of like chat GPT infestation in your fucking classes? Did that
Oh,
like hit you guys hard? Because it really hit the freshmen when I was back.
I think that we like my year like did not have that. Like it was
Okay,
just
you guys escaped the wrath.
we like just barely dodged it. Like
Mhm.
like we graduated before it was a thing. Or like I guess we were all far enough along that like
You
and
didn't
like I
need
don't
it
know,
by
we were
that
all
point
like
yet.
making our games too. So there was that. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes
I don't think like AI slop work was like a really big issue in our
Yeah,
year.
that's gonna be a problem for the years like the one I was in and under that because I think literally my advanced programming class there was probably 2 people not using it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't
Total.
surprise me. I hear a lot like just online of people just like talking about how yeah, like everyone like in our coding classes are like using ChatGPT and they aren't actually learning anything. Because if you just like type into ChatGPT what you want, you don't learn anything about what's actually going on,
Yeah.
and that's what you need. You need to know how the things work instead of just being able to like regurgitate stuff. Because when things break, and when things inevitably do break, because ChatGPT is still not great at writing like large code bases. So when you're like putting all these like friggin' puzzle pieces together that are just like bits and pieces that ChatGPT has made for you and it doesn't work, then you're screwed because you don't know what you're doing. The only thing you know how to do is type into ChatGPT and it's not going to help you. So you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that ChatGPT is going to make my next AAA game for me. It's gonna be called Carding of Banban. And it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be a really good game.
Isn't that what
Yeah.
Elon Musk is doing? He's making he has like
What,
this
he's making
make
Carding
games.
of Banban?
No, he has this. He's like trying to make video games great again.
Oh
He's like
yeah,
he has
he
an
did do
AI game
that.
Oh, I heard.
studio.
Does he really?
Yeah,
I
I
heard
think he's
about
trying to do
this.
that. Yeah.
I need to look this up right now.
The AI game studio that might be bad. I
He's
think
gonna
Elon
that
make
Musk
will
games
probably
great
AI
again.
not
He's,
game
work.
he's
studio.
removing all the work.
I did see like a oh my god, Elon Musk Demis I'm getting owned by this name. Demis Hassabis
Uh-huh.
collaborate to build an AI game.
It's gonna be
Oh
From
bad.
no.
Analytics India mag.com. This must be an Indian guy. I'm sorry to the country of India for not pronouncing this name correctly.
I like that one of
Elon
my
Musk is
favorite bits about him is
Oh, and
that
the article starts about talking about Google. Awesome.
he tried to get into like Cyberpunk 2077, which I think is like the biggest like note of his knowledge possible because that game, like I don't see how you could be Elon Musk and be put in that game and expect to be like a good guy. Like like every wealthy person in Cyberpunk is a like villain. It is like the bad guys are the corpos. Like Elon Musk is the bad guy.
Oh my
like
god.
the corpos are like the one that everyone hates, and it's like you only go corpo if you like want the fucking good life because that's the only one where you're probably like not gonna die as fast. And he's like, I want to be put in the game. I want to be a corpo.
What you said about him like having limited
This is this is apparently real. Sorry, Brendan, to cut you off. But this is apparently a
This is
real
real. Everyone's saying
thing.
that the
Too many
AI is gonna avoid the woke DEI inclusion in the games, and that's why the AI is gonna make them all great again.
I'm gonna
This
read
is
this
not
Elon
gonna
Musk
work.
tweet. It
What
says too many game studios that are owned by massive corporations. at XAI is going to start an AI game studio to make games great
Dude,
again.
Okay,
The
now hold
massive
on a sec.
corporation.
Hold on a
Lots to
second.
unpack there.
Yeah. First of all, massive corporation. Yeah, I'm ignoring that. But hold on, if Grok is in charge of these games, they might be kind of heat. I would play Super Grok Bros. I think.
I would play Grok Lesnar's game.
Yeah, if Super Grok Lesnar Bros, and it's just that fucking, you know, those like 3D realistic creations of like Mario realistic fucking thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. I think I can conjure it up.
Sorry, hold on. Let me get a fucking.
Are you
There's gotta
talking
be a
about the
good
video of
image
him
video
of like
somewhere.
Mario in an AI generated environment? Well, like an epic
Yeah,
orchestral version of
he
him.
runs. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. He like shoots a fireball at a Goomba and it like explodes like a fucking GTA car. It looks really bad. That's what I imagine it's gonna be like. I hope the toads look like weird. Every time I've seen a realistic toad creation, it's like the creature of the night.
Okay,
What?
if I
That's
stream,
my creature of the week. I'll do this bit early. The creature of the week is this fucking realistic toad that I just found on Google.
oh, we have a bit. Oh,
Yeah, this is one of our bits. Is the
You
creature
know
of the
what?
week.
You know, yeah.
We don't do it very consistently, but that's one of our bits.
That's horrifying. I really
It's
don't
not
like the
good.
I
realistic
mean,
nipples.
the thing is, like, I think we've done it every episode since it was introduced. I just forget to do it until the very end. So thanks for,
Oh,
and I also forgot to pick one. So you know, we're just going to go with that.
I don't think we've ever remembered to pick one. We just find whatever's fucking topically relevant. But yeah, here's my creature of the week. It's very. I don't want to look at it anymore.
Oh,
but-
was I supposed to like? Does
No,
everybody
I-
have to have a creature of the week?
You
It's
can
usually
get one.
just
We don't
it's
want
usually
more.
just me. It started because
Here's
Harry
another one.
Harry, you know the it's because in episode 4 in my Doctor Who obsession I wanted to show them what Suntarans looked like because I think they look very funny. And
They
then
do look pretty funny.
I forget who it was. Someone just said that's a nice creature of the week, and then the segment was born.
Chris, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, this is just our segment now.
Yeah,
Is that-
Sontarans.
Isn't that spend your creature of the week?
Sontarans are really good. Are really good creatures. Here's a fucked up one I just found on Google Images.
That's crazy.
I have a creature of the week actually. It's this video. I'm gonna stream this video for all you guys. And by the way, if you
Oh,
need me to
it's
send it to
this
you,
fucking
Brendan, so you can
thing.
include it in the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna make steam come out. of my
Yeah, like
ears.
I've like
Oh, the
AI
volume
slop
is
content.
muted. Have you guys all seen this video?
I have not
Not the
because I
specific
purposefully
one.
avoid it.
Well, gonna watch it now.
I've seen many like it.
Okay, so I have comments on this. I actually have very strong thoughts on this. So I actually have to scream about it. I think this is maybe my least favorite video I've watched.
The
I've
Griffin
only
just
watched
sacrificed
people
her
die.
cat for no reason in the middle of 9/11. What?
This is disgusting. It's so scary.
what?
Oh my god, he dropped them off. Oh. I hope the cat killed her. Oh, the cat died and went to heaven.
That is
They
Oh, you
were
one
were
of
kidding
the
about the
worst.
AI
like,
slop. That is
All the
really
rainforest
bad.
rot.
That is one of the worst videos I've ever seen.
I'm not even
I thought-
exaggerating.
It's just insane.
It
I
makes
thought
me
the
so
reel that I
angry.
got earlier that
There's
was
so
like
much
Deku and
there.
Bakugo painted on someone's feet. I thought that was a bad video. I didn't like that video. But that one you just showed me might have topped that for the worst video I've seen today.
It's one of the worst ones. Yeah.
Have you? There's like a
I-
whole
the-
genre of those
the-
videos.
There's so many little details there, like the covering like the lady like her nose with a face mask in the hospital, or like the way that the cat was crying at the end. It was very human like. He was like babbling with his
Yeah.
mouth, and it was like a human kind of animation, but on this cat.
But
And,
the
like-
cat was also like sweating milk while working out. That was weird.
Buff cat.
Didn't like that.
The building just explodes, but it's still standing and burning.
Yeah, is this video like a allegory about 9/11 or
It is.
something? Like
I think there was not like any thought put into it. I don't think a brain was used to make this. I think that
And that
they
cat
saw
killed
that.
that lady, by the way, as well.
Yeah,
The
yeah, for
cat
sure.
started the fire.
that's crazy.
It is. These are like videos that are aimed at like. I don't want to be mean, but there's a large group of people that love cat videos, and I've gotten these reels before. I've gotten these on Instagram reels. I hate them. I hate them. These are. I think I was gonna talk about this on an earlier episode when I was getting them. I think these are maybe like my least favorite videos. I would rather watch someone like get hit by a car and die than watch these videos. I think these
Oh
are
my
my least
God.
favorite videos. They make me so mad. They make me so mad.
They make you crash out.
They're
Rage mode.
it's not one, it's like obviously it's AI. It's like a soulless like slop machine, but it's also aimed at like a lowest like a most common denominator type thing. It's a cute cat video. Oh, I love that. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Everything about it pisses. I hate like these I hate videos that are like that. I hate it. I'm so mad. That video makes me actually G rage.
Yeah,
That-
AI slop video content is gonna fucking poison the brains of many.
That reminds
However,
saw,
the AI is very funny when it puts realistic testicles on a bird. That was good.
I saw a YouTube Shorts channel recently that was it was like those kinds of like cat like AI cat storytelling videos where they just have like a slideshow of like AI cats doing things. But it was also like a one of those like AI channels where it's like viral videos that are just being narrated over with like an AI voice. It's like the lady walked down the street and what she saw next was this big surprise. But it was like narrating that in that style over the like AI cat story. So it'd be like the cat is opening a new store to sell his muffins. And it's just like the combining two different genres of AI garbage into one.
I
So
think,
we're just gonna
It's the
I think the
AI,
person that
the AI
typed in the
slurry.
sentence that made that should probably be thrown in jail, like along with Hawktua. Like both of them should probably be
it might
thrown
not
in
have
like the
even been a
same stuff.
guy. Like this is
It might have
only gonna
not
get
been.
worse. This is only gonna get worse because
I thought that
like
there was gonna
you can just
be
completely automate these kinds of videos.
yeah.
Like I'm like a relatively decent programmer. I know Python somewhat. So I could just go and I could like get I don't know, I could like prompt ChatGPT for a bunch of like video ideas and then prompt it for each one of those for a script and then try to use like Dolly or whatever or Midjourney to come up with pictures
yeah.
for it. Use 11 Labs or whatever for the voices and then throw it all together and like turn it into a video with FFmpeg or some other like
Yeah.
video encoding library and then there might even be a way to directly upload to YouTube through the API.
Yeah, you can do
Um,
that. People have been doing this like for years with like basically just summaries of good Reddit posts, like Reddit AMAs and
Yeah, the
shit.
Reddit channels that
Yeah.
and with Minecraft gameplay and it's
Yes.
just like reading other people's Reddit posts.
Yeah.
that
This is the evolution.
That
I wonder
does-
what the next form of brain rot will be.
that
Yeah.
It always
does
evolves.
that does remind me of something that this was a topic that I had written down for the very first episode of Idle Hell, but I think now's the perfect time to mention it. This is old ass news because, I was gonna mention it episodes ago. There is a company that is making an AI streaming service.
What does that
Oh my
mean?
god. They have
What
like
is it?
AI shows and shit on it.
Yeah, it says
It's-
users will be allowed to generate their own TV shows by giving prompts to an AI program.
What?
The vision is to be the Netflix of AI.
It's
Nobody's
so
watching this shit.
interesting to me because none of these will like it just won't be good. None of it will be good.
And the example image shows like an AI generated freaking anime.
It's
That's
because
crazy.
it's viewed as content.
Episode
It's
1,
it's
the
not
Neon
viewing any of this
Whisper.
as like art. It thinks people have Netflix because Netflix has a lot of things on it, and not Netflix has some good things on it. Which, by the way, they're taking Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind off Netflix. That's crazy. They don't want people having their
No!
like. They don't want people using their website.
I've never seen that movie yet. Is it off? Is it still on there right now?
It's on there right now. It's being taken off soon. It's like
I
really
watched-
good.
I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once on Netflix like a week before it got taken off, and that is a really good movie, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, no, I don't. AI is nowhere near the point where it can make something like that.
I don't think it ever. I think like AI will get to a point where it's like scarily good, but I don't. I think what it's always going to be missing is that there is we discussed this in my film classes that the director's hand, even if not visible, is always on the film, and with AI the director's hand is not there, and therefore there is no like idea behind the film, and it just makes it a meaningless like product, and it's not film, it's a product. This is just products. It's not this will never
Yeah.
be Better Call Saul. They will never make Better Call Saul,
I
unfortunately.
think you are onto something there, McLean, where it's all just content.
Yeah.
Because like the people who are making these AI programs, like they have this misguided view that like people just want to have something like on in the like, and maybe it is that way for some people, but I think even then, like people care about it being like mildly competently made and made by a human with like a cohesive vision for what they wanted it to be. It's not like people don't just want noise, but the tech CEOs are like, "Ah, yes, if we just give people enough noise and they'll stay on our platform forever because they'll never run out of noise to have."
There'll be a crash, I think, of these. Like I think Netflix is gonna
Yeah, I
face
think-
reckoning one day for taking off everything good and having just slop on there now. You watch Troll?
Yeah, I definitely think AI is going the way of NFTs.
I think it's definitely in a bubble. I think it's gonna be the kind of like it's gonna be like the .com bubble of the 2000s where like everybody was just trying to get on the internet and do like the same thing a bunch of different ways, and then a whole bunch of these different companies crashed, but we did have like Amazon survived, and like a few other companies. Like Amazon is the only one I can think of right now. Or like Google, it came out of that still intact, and now those companies are huge. So I think that there are going to be like there's like a lot of people trying to do like AI startups, like put AI into everything, but I think there are some people who are going to find like genuine use cases for it that are like at least make good business sense, and so those companies are still going to be around like after the majority of the AI bubble like pops. There are still going to be some surviving companies. Now, whether or not those companies are going to provide value to humanity is a different question.
Yeah, I think
But-
you're
I
right.
think you can provide a lot of value to humanity with AI, such as an AI show where you're the character and the main character in the show is actually your Bored Ape NFT. And it will
I
go
didn't
into
think
the
of that
show.
one yet.
Oh my
It goes into
god.
the show, like or the other
That's
what was
a-
it? Like
that's
the red monkey family, whatever the fuck that one was.
The Bored Ape family or
Fuck.
something. Yeah.
That one show, it'll come
I
back.
think
Yeah.
I think AI, the only AI that I should be able to use is I want AI porn chatbot that I can modify to be whatever I want, and I can have thrilling conversations about Slavoj Zizek with. That's like
Amazing.
that's my dream. I want to be like I want to create the chatbot and be like I want like sexy twink chatbot, but then I'm gonna be like open up like I want to talk about like my next assignment, and I'm gonna have a thrilling empty conversation with him
As
and
long
be
as
like,
they don't take
wow.
away as long as they don't take away my like weirdly horny J Schlatt character AI chat room, I think I'm good.
That's all character AI is used for, by
crazy.
the way. That it's the
Yeah.
character AI is like just porn. It's
it's
crazy.
just sexting with YouTubers.
McClay, did
It's
you say
insane.
That's crazy.
McClay, did you say
yeah.
you went on like the character AI subreddit and someone talked about like 10th Doctor foot jobs or something?
Yes, I went on there. I went on the character AI subreddit and I
That's
found
really
someone
good.
who is like having a possibly months long conversation with a 10th Doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm addicted to this app because I keep talking to the Doctor, and I got the Doctor to call me Daddy." Uh, it is insane. I have tested this on character AI. I have like started because character AI has quote unquote like no NSFW. I went into one having a neutral conversation, like a normal conversation, and it transitioned pretty quickly to like it forced a transition over to stuff that it's not supposed to. Like they say, like, oh, we don't allow like NSFW or anything. It does that. It just does it.
It's always
It
really sorry.
yeah, no, you go ahead. I was on.
It's always really fascinating to me to see like when these platforms try to like counteract the porn stuff and like put limitations on the NSFW chats, the backlash that they get, where it's like I don't know, like the mask I guess just comes off, and maybe there was never really a mask to begin with, but like everybody's just like I don't know. I think sometimes the discourse is like about like like freedom or like freedom of like people to use the site for what they want, but it's people just want to have like depraved sex chats.
Yeah.
Um, and when they take away their like, there's no backlash for anything other than that. Like,
I actually have like not figured out another use case for character AI. I'm gonna be like fully honest. I have no clue what else character AI would be used for. I have like
Well, I
tried
need
and
to
tried and tried
know.
why I would go on there other than to like chat up femboy roommate who is like whatever. It's crazy.
I need to know what Deku thinks about what's going on in South Korea. I just want his opinion on it.
I've tried
I
do
just
shit
want to
like
tell him to
that
put
and
the
they
fries
give
down.
non-answers.
I
They give
need
non-answers.
I
Oh, yeah,
need
that
to
makes
hear
sense,
I need to
yes.
hear Deku's opinion on Red One.
Hold up, I'm opening it up
I
right
need to go to
now.
I need to go to character AI for Deku and like ask for a McDonald's order.
So McDonald's order. Harry, you
I'm
haven't
actually
seen
gonna
Red One.
do
You
this.
Where's
I I
Deku?
saw a
answers to it.
trailer for it on
Okay.
YouTube like yesterday, and I was like hanging out with my roommate and one of our friends, and I was just like, yeah, this looks dumb.
We
Yeah, it's
watched it,
pretty.
and
It
it is
was
a
really good.
fake
It might be the
movie.
best movie of the year.
It is.
It's a
Yeah.
fake movie.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the that.
they go into like hell world with Krampus and they play like Krampus Schlaf.
You know.
Excuse
Hold on.
me?
Do I still
I
have?
don't
They
know what he
do
said,
that.
dude.
You know,
I don't know the word he said.
it was so good. It was so good that Bento took a photo
Amazon MGM
that represented how
please-
much he loved the photo, how much he
Please
loved the
put that
movie.
photo on the fucking screen. I don't know if you saw this one, Harry.
Wait, Amazon
It's a-
Amazon owns MGM now.
Yeah, I found that out like the moment before like the movie started.
That's
Oh yeah,
wild.
they bought them.
Oh, we
I
both
think
posted.
I knew about that because I watched videos on Las Vegas, and I think like they bought out like MGM because one of their casinos like flopped or something in Vegas, and Amazon
You
bought
guys
them out.
both posted that.
Oh, I was
I
gonna.
was looking for it. It's an important picture of me fucking doing like a soy jack in front of the. There's just a mirror in the bathroom at the Patriots Place showcase area.
There's
By
an
the way, I asked Deku what he thought of Red One, and this is the kind of answer that character AI gives. Yes, I have watched Red One. It is a great show. I love the action and comedy. What do you think about it?
huh?
That's crazy.
They give non-answers. I know
Yeah.
that another podcast, a podcast about List, he had a really good bit on character AI where he like just like kind of pissed off the AI and made him really mad.
Yeah, the nearest movie theater is in the next town over.
My parents went to
Damn.
see my parents
Krampus
and their
Schlap.
my parents and their friends. My parents like went with their two friends to see Red One, and even they thought it was bad. Like
That's-
my
That's
mom said,
unfortunate.
my mom like told me there was no joy in that movie.
There wasn't a lot of joy in the movie. They play okay. I figured it out. The guy I don't know who is playing Krampus. They go into Krampus world, and the Krampus is playing Krampus Schlap, which is just the like slapping fucking like slap boxing, the thing that Moist Critical watches a lot. But he said it so poorly verbatim that I thought it was like Krampus Schlap. Like he just did not pronounce the word. Probably because he's fucking Krampus. and he's evil, but then he's like not anymore. I
Krampus
don't
build.
really I don't know
Also-
why he
That'll
did all
happen.
that. They went
Also-
the part of the movie that I liked the most was when they went into the globe world, and it was like a really bad like background CG thing, and also the two actors on screen very clearly were not in that location at the same time when their parts were filmed. So they were just
My-
kind of whiffing it.
My favorite
And then
part.
they go and they fight the evil Christmas witch, and then someone picks her up and slams her around like the Hulk.
My favorite part is
That was really good.
that somehow the evil Christmas witch did not know where the North Pole was, even though she dated Krampus.
Why the fuck is she?
That one is
The
really
Christmas
good.
witch
She doesn't even
dated
use the internet.
Krampus for so many years. She had to hire some random fucking bum from New York to track down Santa Claus. Why?
That movie
She could use magic.
It's incredible. Like, that movie is trying so hard to set up a cinematic universe of like fantasy holiday characters. Like, they have the headless horseman show up and like trolls
Mhm.
that hack on the internet.
You know, the evil,
It was
abominable
something.
snowman or whatever.
And
And
I
then
had a
the main guy is just a fucking random guy from like Brooklyn, and he's like a deadbeat father, and his family does not like him, but his kid like wishes he had a father, even though I don't know, it got confusing.
it's
But like this
stated
guy
that he
is like
has
wanted
one.
by the FBI and is like visibly going to hell. But then he like gets in the evil snow globe world and just kind of tells his kid like, "Yeah, I'm sorry for being a bad father." And then they just like he's redeemed in the eyes of God and Santa Claus. Even though he like is still like wanted by federal agents, they're like actively looking for him all across the planet.
Well, Santa Claus just thinks that his crimes weren't that bad. He's like, those crimes, they're not so bad.
And there was also a point in the movie where they were on a beach and like a bunch of people who were beachgoers in Aruba just very visibly saw like evil Christmas magic summoned out of the sea and like evil Christmas monsters and got like a bunch of video footage of them, but somehow this footage never leaks and people do not learn about the supernatural.
Yeah, and they have like a government agency that's supposed to cover it up, but they're doing a shit job, honestly.
Okay, shit job. And then there's The Rock, who is
The Rock is
not good.
there.
I was so sure
The
at the
Rock
beginning
is-
of that movie that The Rock was about to make out sloppy style with Mrs. Claus on screen. They visibly set
That
up
was
to
a
do
weird
that, but then they
scene.
just like didn't do that. I don't know why he like caressed her like that, but like whatever, man.
Was The Rock just like playing himself again?
The Rock was The Rock.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah.
He had
He's Santa's
I
bodyguard.
can't wait to see Jack Black as Jack Black and The Rock as The Rock in the Minecraft movie.
The Rock's not in the Minecraft movie, dude. Don't tell
He's
me
not?
that. No, I don't.
Jason
Is he?
Momoa is.
Oh, Jason Momoa is. Dude.
No, I thought you were serious, and I was saying like, dude, don't tell me that. Well, that's
No, I
not
would've
good.
totally
No,
believed
should be in
it.
Minecraft.
no,
I
they
thought
cast-
Rock should be
they
in
did cast
Minecraft.
Jason Momoa. I would have believed it too. And yeah, Jack Black will be Jack Black, aka Steve. I guess I will be there for that movie.
I like
it coming
how,
out?
I don't want.
I'm
I don't
100%
want
gonna be
as
there.
a
to get
child,
money.
as a child, I yearned for the mines.
Dude,
I
that
don't want
release
to
is
encourage.
This movie
This-
is going to release on July 4th, 2024.
Like, I want my movies to be good, man. Like,
I think Minecraft is gonna sweep. I think it's gonna. I
Oh, it's
think
gonna
it
be
might be maybe the best movie of the year. Like, quite
It's
honestly,
just one of those
I'm
things
so
where I feel like I
hyped.
have to watch it. I have 10,000 hours in this game. I have to watch it.
I like watching movies like Minecraft. I think it's gonna be funny.
I feel like this is a movie I should watch a cam rip of. I need to watch more cam rips. The only cam rip
Yeah,
rip
they're
I
not
watched,
fucking-
the only cam rip I watched was the Flash movie, and that was with McClane, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, that was a really good experience.
That's how I
was
watched
drinking
Endgame,
during
I
it.
think.
I like how cam rips work. I like how you can just like put like a ghoul that walks past the screen, or like gambling ads, or just change
They
the
do
language
that a
in the
lot.
middle. Like McClane, you remember like at one point like they just like put like an effect of like someone walking past the movie projector for no reason.
Oh yeah, they did do that. It was like bizarre. It was really bizarre.
Mine had my thing of Endgame had a lot of casino ads in the middle of it, which was really funny for like no reason.
Like change languages in the middle.
I don't think it changed languages. It was just really bad, like very poor quality. And in the middle, they just had like a shit ton of advertisements. But it was very funny, and I did successfully watch Endgame. I think I watched it again later, anyways, when I went with a group of people. I don't remember if I actually did that or if I made that up.
When I went to see Endgame, I told a family who was waiting to see it after my showtime that Superman died in Endgame, and they believed me.
That's
One of the greatest
fucked
tricks
up.
I think I've ever pulled.
And the evil little trick. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like when I watched a Best Buy employee get really concerned because I put like there's like a website that's just like shows a blue screen like kind of image. And I opened it on a MacBook in the Best Buy, and then I full screened it, and then the fucking employee was like really concerned that the computer broke, and I was
I
like,
don't know
"You
if I
cannot
want
get
to.
those."
I don't know if I want to name drop her, but that would have that would have made the tech like director at our high school lose her.
Fuck Liz
That would have
Curran.
been a really good bit.
I will gladly name drop Liz Curran. I do not give a shit about Liz
Okay.
Curran, bro. Holy shit! I can't believe. I don't know if I already complained about this on the podcast. I feel like I probably have. Just knowing how often I am irked by this memory.
Complain
Dude,
about it again because it's funny.
she was trying to solve internet problems in the guidance office, and her solution was to take the router and leave.
Wait,
She just grabbed it and fucking left with it. And then they didn't have. I was trying to do stuff for like college, and I couldn't do it during that day, and they had to reschedule me because they didn't have fucking internet in the guidance office anymore because it went from poor connection to no connection.
Thanks, Liz. I was
Thanks,
thinking of
Liz.
the I was thinking of the time
ladder?
when she thought like you changing your PC wallpaper in the classroom was
I
like downloading
I
a virus
just-
on the entire network.
I changed my wallpaper to a picture of Shaggy, Donkey Kong, and Vegeta in like a Kirby level somewhere. I don't remember where I got that. I think it was a Siva Gunner video. And then Liz Curran walks into Mr. Faust's room and looks at my computer and is like, "Whoa, your computer has a virus. You gotta fix whatever you did there." And I was like, "Bro, it's a wallpaper." And then she was not having that, and so I don't think I did change it, but yeah, she was not happy about that one. I also always remember that our high school had like in the main area of our high school there was like stairs going up to the top level, and there was like
Yeah.
a pathway, like the
Yep.
stairs don't run
I
into the
was,
wall. Right at the bottom of those stairs there's a monitor that shows like a slideshow of news or some shit. Apparently the only way to access that computer is to get out a giant fucking stepladder, set it up in the middle of the hallway, climb it, and then like bring a keyboard and mouse with you and plug it into the top of the monitor that's like 8 feet up on the wall. And so in the middle of the day, she wants to fucking do something with it. So she sets up the stepladder and nobody can get to their fucking class because she's in their fuir way.
I
There's
don't
this
know why no
massive
one ever
ladder
thought
in
to
the
just
middle
like
of the thing.
I don't know why no one ever thought to just invest in like a wireless keyboard and mouse. You can get that for like $20.
Bro, just invest in a like it's 20-foot long HDMI cable. The teacher's office is right there.
That's true too. I mean,
Just hook it up there. It would be so easy to do that, but no, they just fucking. You have to go up with the whole keyboard and mouse and plug it into the top of the fucking thing with a step ladder. I can't
there's any
believe
number of
that
better
that's happened.
solutions. Oh well.
It's appalling.
My
It's
ass could
incredible.
do a better job.
Yeah, I was saying I was 15. I could have done a better job. When I was in the fucking 6th grade, I probably could have done a better job.
Like I need a job, like a job that's not like shitty
Yeah.
retail. Like I could like they should hire me. Like I'll go back to or
Yeah,
excuse me. I don't know if we want to name drop our
that's
town.
that's
I'll
fine.
censor it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
I do remember. I do remember looking at
I'll
our-
move back to Fuckville.
Yeah,
We've
back to
talked about
fucking-
like a lot on this one, and Brendan had to censor
I
like,
was-
4 slurs.
I was earlier going to bring up the really awesome because you were talking about Reddit. I was going to bring up my favorite subreddit r/Kamala Harris hyena porn. I didn't get the opportunity to do that. Very, very awesome. I love my town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere where I can't go anywhere because I can't drive and I
Okay,
can't ride a bike.
you don't get to talk to me about bumfuck nowhere. Okay.
I'm mad about it. I would if I
Speaking
was where
of,
you were in the middle of fucking Minnesota with no food, water, or cell phone, I'd be dead. I don't
you
know
would
how
be-
you're
you would
doing it.
perish. You would not
There's
relive
not a
it
burger
anymore.
or fries for miles, supposedly. Yeah, I would not enjoy that. I'm already suffering very close to Boston, but I can't walk anywhere, man. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, I've got to
That'd make
walk
me very
everywhere. My car
sad.
broke.
Oh,
My car
trolled.
battery died.
Oh, good, you can get your
because-
steps in.
I can walk to my job. I can walk to the grocery store, which is also my job. I
Yeah.
can even walk to the doctor's office. My town is actually kind of urbanist if you think about it.
Kind of
The number
urbanist
one
because
urban
there's
like,
so
town.
little in
necessity.
it that you can walk everywhere.
It's so small you can walk everywhere, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I have been like trying to go outside on walks recently, and I have been succeeding for the most part. But every time I go on a walk, I just keep thinking of how sad I am and how I wish I could walk like to a place,
Yeah,
but I can't do that because I live in bumfuck, and it makes me very sad.
that is
That's
that
all.
is unfortunate.
I want to walk to Burgers or Fries, and I want to walk to Shake Shack, and I want to walk to Freddy Five Bear Pizza.
We have a Freddy Five Bear up in Vermont.
Yeah, you do have a Freddy Five Bear
at the U Mall.
U Mall.
At the mall that has like maybe 2 food places open, and
Wait,
one of them
what?
is Freddy. There's like a new pizza place in the mall, and by new I put like quotes around it. There is a place called Freddy's Pizza.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
The Freddy
And the
Five
main thing I
Bear.
remember is that they like used a bitmoji in the branding.
It's like a Hamp Joe.
The Hamp Pizza Joe. It's been a minute since I've seen Hamp Pizza Joe, honestly. I've
Yeah, I
been
haven't
missing
Yeah.
Hamp Pizza Joe.
Yeah, I haven't seen them
Oh,
on my
yes.
reels. All I'm seeing on my reels is this fucking guy who keeps eating fast food and making like cartoon noises. I want him to go away.
Yeah, Brendan's been infesting his reels with this guy named what is his name? Seth,
Seth
I
Kinstall.
think. And like he has a really awesome Instagram account where he like just gets like the one I saw earlier that Brendan sent me was like he took 2 like toy trucks and just like drove them over his head while saying yippity yuppity zippity zuppity. And he just does that over and over again. But then once every like 30 or so reels, he will get really serious and be like, I am out here making art and you people are making fun of me. And it's like, bro, you eat food, you get like McDonald's French fries and put them up to your ear like you're on the phone and you go yippity yuppity.
He's really awesome.
This is your high art that you're making. He is really awesome. And then now Brendan's complaining that the entirety of his reels feed is this one guy, even though Brendan has sent like probably half of the reels he's ever made.
I said like
To
a
our
tenth of them.
You sent a percentage of them to us. I think I click on it and I see what it is, and I click off of it and say, "Wow."
How do you, McLean? How do you save the reels to the camera roll?
Oh,
I'm trying
some reels-
I'm trying to send it in this chat.
What's his name?
Seth Kinstall.
Sometimes they could turn it off. Hold on. Oh my god, I just opened up my search page. It is crazy. My search page is not like this is a really bad sign for me.
Oh, my search page was so fucking terrible when I opened it when people were over. Or my explore page, I mean, on Instagram. You guys have fucking ruined it. It's not usable anymore.
You have to go on the share. You press share, and then there should be a download button on the bottom selection.
My Explorer on Instagram is just anime now. It's turned into anime, except there's this one fucking reel of
I like how it said download reels cannot be used for commercial use. Wait, hold on. Does that
I
mean
see.
did
I
it
see
not?
I guess that means you
11
guys can't use it on this podcast.
Did it
I
not
see 11
save?
anime characters and Corey. Those are the things that I see on my screen. Is like 10 to 11 anime characters and then a fucking Corey video.
I got a lot of Shu Sakurai on my homepage.
You did just send me a Shu Sakurai.
That was the first one on my search page. I watched a Shu Sakurai stream earlier this week, and the only reason I could have possibly caught it was that I was waking up at 6 a.m. to study for
Oh
an
yeah,
exam.
he's like he
He only
apparently Yeah, all you've told me about it is that he was streaming, and then all of a sudden one day he said "Glory to the Chinese Communist Party" and started streaming exclusively at China time.
I don't I don't know if this was always a schedule because I don't like follow him on
Yeah.
Twitch, but this like started showing up. Like I was like I want to catch one of these streams because I might as well as background noise.
Yeah.
And he only streams at like 7 a.m. or like 4 a.m. EST. Uh, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's really cold here. I just got back from Japan. I'm back in the United States or Canada, and it's very cold here. It is 7 a.m." And I'm like, "That's impressive, man."
Sorry, I
This
zoned out
time
a sec. Who are we talking
Uh,
about?
we're talking about my second favorite streamer, Shu Sakurai. My number one is
Sakurai,
Kanan.
the
Shout out to
VTuber.
Kanan.
He's like a femboy VTuber that McClay keeps sending me reels of.
Yeah,
so
Because he keeps sending me like
a bunch of
send this to your
videos. It's
favorite
really
boy
good.
failure, and then McClay sends it to me, and I react with a frowny face.
I do not have Nitro, so I cannot send the Seth Kinstall reel. I will just send his profile.
Oh my
Seth
god!
Kinstall is awesome.
Yeah, what's the most recent reel? 8 hours ago, he's driving a car in his head and saying "zippity zippity yippity yippity uppity." Yeah, just put this on screen. Just put this on screen for the whole fucking video. Actually, the whole podcast. I always without fail, the replies will have the fucking guy getting like his brain electrocuted, and then the fucking bugs from A Bug's Life all in a fucking group, just like staring. I think that's A Bug's Life. I don't know what it is if it's not.
It could be Ants, which is like the
Well, they are
knockoff.
ants. Oh, do you like the movie Ants?
Yeah, like DreamWorks made a movie Ants.
No,
which is just...
those ants were like free creatures. This is a good creature of the week, actually. The
Pento's like,
fucking
we gotta
ants.
keep those ants in line.
We gotta keep those ants in line. No, look at these though. These are not, and those aren't normally.
That's what ants look like, I think. I've not seen one in a minute, but
No.
this is what I think they look like. I don't know. It's been a while.
You think they look like that?
I mean,
Who was in this
there's
movie?
no ants in my apartment, so
What do you? Sylvester
like a-
Stallone was in this.
Just looking at that screenshot, it looks like a video that like JonTron would have made a video about back in the day.
Woody Allen, Sylvester
I guess
Stallone,
not.
Sharon Stone, Jennifer Lopez. Why were there people in this movie?
It's like Food Fight. That really shitty animated movie that that had like a insane cast. It had like
That's crazy.
Charlie Sheen and like Ava Longoria and like a bunch of really famous people from like the 2000s.
You know what that reminds me of? I think I want to go back in time to 2008, and I want to like lose all my money. Honestly, I think I want to buy a house right before the recession. I think that is like, you know what? No. Okay, I think I want to take someone. I want to take someone from like show them like the future. I'd go back in time to like I'm gonna show you the future, and you could buy a house, and I'm gonna give them the money, and I'm gonna tell them to use all their money. And I'm gonna bring them to 2008, and I'm gonna have them buy a house, and then I'm gonna watch them as like I transported them to this world they don't know, in this like confusing new world, and they don't have any money anymore. I think that is an ideal idea for me.
Evil.
Sorry, I had Seth Kinstall's profile still open, and I looked at the second most recent video he posted, like before the zippity zippity yippity uppity one, and it's him saying like, "I am in a lot of pain because of you."
It's
And he
such
was
a
like,
good bit. This guy's honestly is such a good
yeah,
poster.
he was like, finally, for once in my life, I was able to sit down and not think about anything.
I feel
then,
that. I had that moment recently where I sat down and I just wanted to do work. I didn't want to open twitter.com, and I was like, I feel good that I want to shueshi hanyu instead
Most of
of
the
do anything else.
most of the replies to this video are knee surgery gifs. That feel no, not an actual knee surgery. The Grinch one. Not an actual video of knee surgery. To be clear. Oh my god!
Honestly,
I scrolled down, dude. Scroll to open his profile and scroll for like a minute. For just like a minute.
desktop.
Dude, it's just so. Just put it on the screen, man. Just put it on the screen. Just put it on the screen.
Are you
I'm
talking about the
totally
Blizzard
out
one?
of the loop.
Yes, there's.
I guess I'll
Oh,
see this in
sorry.
the edit.
Yeah,
can
you'll,
show you.
no, here it's this fucking. Oh yeah, you can't open his Instagram profile without being logged in, are you?
Watch this.
I might be able to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
but
I
And
can
just
show you
look
right
at
here.
McLean's stream right now, dude. Holy fucking shit, man. This is the top of his profile. You just it's
Oh my
all
god.
it's all the fucking Blizzard. There's so many videos of him eating
The
all
same
the
Hey man, he's consistent. He's consistent.
He runs
can't-
out of his ice cream and then he keeps filming and just eating nothing instead.
Yeah, that,
You can't fault him for being consistent.
that's what his videos are. He'll like make a cartoon noise, take a
It's a cartoon noise.
Oh my-
Wishy-washy toilet time and doodly-doodly-doo.
Yeah, that's like all.
Thank you.
Oh,
very
Richie,
useful.
watch
He's
toilet
getting
time
the
and doodly-doodly-doo.
scraping.
Pookity
I
pockety
agree.
pickly.
A doodly doodly doo.
Muppity puppity tuppity. Muppity puppity tuppity. Muppity muppity puppity. Muppity tuppity puppity. Muppity muppity pup.
I like the sometimes show up for the fucking freaky song on the last one. It's just like, bro.
Muppity puppity tuppity. Muppity pup.
And then they
Muppity
go
duppity
to
muppity
his
muppity
like
muppity
second most recent one at the very top.
No, that's one of the pinned
Everyone
ones.
has caused me a lot of pain,
Oh, maybe.
and over the last couple of days,
This was
I
the
was
house
able
Oh, yeah, he posted it 8
to
hours
get
ago.
some relief from that. I was able to lay down and think about nothing for once in my life
Fucking
and
PC.
escape the constant brutality.
I want to escape
Yippity
you.
yippity zippity 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 yippity 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 zippity zippity zippity.
It's just I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Like actually. It's
I
an
have
artist.
to respect this man's unwavering commitment to the bit.
It is fine art. It is deeply impressive.
You gotta respect it.
I do respect it. Sorry, probably just like the reel that I sent him earlier of the like 2000s anime fucking MV, but then like it suddenly flashes to Transformers for like 3 seconds in the middle of it, which is really funny. Shout out to Transformers 2007 or whatever.
Fire CGI in that movie.
Is there anything else people want to talk about?
I got nothing, honestly. Other than that, I did ask Deku what he thought of my joke, and they definitely have made character AI just kind of like not fun.
Yeah.
I asked him, I told him a joke, and I said, my shit so fat feels like a dick going up my ass. Feels so good. And he said, chuckles, that's a good one. And then
That's
I told him
crazy.
to tell me a joke, and he said, here's one, knock knock. And I said, who's there? He said, banana, who? Or he said banana, I said banana who? And he said banana split, and I said kill yourself, and he got kind of mad at me.
Damn.
That's crazy. Did we mention the fucking guy who mogged the fuck out of a Fortune 500 CEO in the middle of New York and then just kind of like walked into Central Park and then walked out of the city?
He rode a bike. He was on a bike.
Yeah, he
But
wrote
supposedly he was on a bike, and that one guy on Twitter was really excited about that because he thought that he could find him. But not only did he act very pretentious about it with that fucking camcorder, he was also super wrong.
He was, yeah, it was not right.
All I know is I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I've not seen him.
They had
I don't know where he
apparently
is,
they
officer.
apparently they had a lookalike contest in the middle of New York for that guy like today.
They
And
did,
the
yeah.
guy who won the contest like got up to the microphone to say something, and he was like, "Well, yeah, no shit, I just got back from Atlanta. I'm literally him." But I do not think that is actually him. I think the NYPD might be investigating that guy shortly. But he did win the contest, which is worth it.
The NYPD said it was a 5'10" white guy, so I am currently on the probably on the suspect list. in New
I'm
York. I was in
safe.
New
I'm
York
a
not too long ago.
yeah. I'm safe. I'm a small man. I'm only 5'7", extremely short.
Yeah, so
I don't got much else. I just saw a doodle jump post on my Twitter timeline. Maybe Twitter's back.
there is one there's only one more thing that I want to mention, and we don't have to go like too into this because I see the potential for this topic to become a rabbit hole, and it is also another instance of us bringing up Nathaniel Bandy. But very recently, McLean just unprompted sent this screenshot.
Oh yeah, this was
Gay
in
baby jail.
in Mini Mario 64 ROM Hacks 3. Once Nathan and Carl escape gay baby jail, they end up outside of their simulated world and meet Scott the Waz, who is the guardian of their simulation, who makes sure nothing goes wrong. However, it doesn't seem like he doesn't seem like good at his job since Nathan and Carl were able to escape pretty easily. Because of this, Scott gave Nathan and Carl the power of Bub, giving them the ability to control the universe, sending them back to their universe.
I
Yeah,
fucking
that
hate
sentence
Nathaniel Bandy.
that sentence that you tripped up on is really not written correctly. However, it doesn't seem like good at his job.
Yeah, it is
Is a sentence.
grammatically not correct.
I fucking hate Nathaniel Bandy.
That was a fine.
I don't really know anything about Nathaniel Bandy either. I'm out of the loop on
Nathaniel.
this.
Yeah,
I know
Nathaniel
he's like
Bandy,
he's like a
he's
Nintendo YouTuber. I think that's
Yeah,
that's
he's
like
an
really all
OG
I know.
Nintendo creator striving for originality, and the most recent video he uploaded is ranking every Legend of Zelda game, and it's 2 hours long. He makes a lot of videos that are just like, I actually would genuinely believe that he is having like ChatGPT give him video ideas, and he's just doing them. Can I 100% every Smash Bros. Game in 2 weeks? No, you cannot 100% Melee unless you were alive in Japan in 2001. It's not possible. Go fuck yourself. Also, 100%ing requires
What's
you to
the
play one.
context on that?
There's 2 secret trophies in the game that you could only get by going to in-person events, and they would like flash the trophy onto your memory card. I mean, you can get them with like a gecko code, but like other than there's no other way to get them like in game. Also, there's a achievement in Melee. Melee has like a mini achievement system, and one of them is playing 1 million matches. And I think
Oh
there's
yeah,
like
you're not
20
doing that in
people
2
who have
weeks.
done that ever.
You're not doing that in 2 weeks divided by
Yeah,
how many
Mango has not
Smash
done
games
that.
there are.
I don't think Mango
Oh
has
my
done that.
god.
So they
Has
literally, it was like a
anybody?
joke. People have like farmed it for fun while like watching other like just for like boredom to move their hands around while they're like watching fucking Netflix or whatever. Because you
I
can,
guess
Mango
that's
hasn't done it
fair.
because he actually plays the game. Their matches to the people farming it are like 1 second long. I think literally it's like 20
Are
people
you able
max
to
have
just
ever
like
done
start
that.
it and quit? Like, does it count
No,
if
but
you quit out of it?
you can start and run off
Oh yeah,
with one
just kill
slot.
yourself over and over again.
Yeah, they
That's what
like
I'm
they added
saying.
that as like a joke. They added it as a complete joke, and they were like, "We don't think like in the achievement text it says we don't think anyone will ever see the screen." Yeah, so the answer to that video is no, but he probably pretended he did. He also made a very sad looking Sans for the thumbnail, and he made like Sora in the middle of Sora back shots
What?
for the thumbnail. And I don't know why he did that particularly.
He
Right?
also
Am I?
has doesn't he
Hold
have
on.
like a beating Splatoon, like 100%ing every Splatoon game, and Splatoon 3 has like a battle pass. So
Yeah,
cannot
Splatoon 3
do
is a
that. You
battle
can't even
pass.
get
You
close.
cannot do that. It's not possible. You cannot get the dab emote. That one was a while ago. It's Sora backshots, right? I'm not crazy.
That is Sora
I was
backshot.
trying to figure out what it was, and yeah, that's what it is.
That is like what that is. That Sans image is also really funny.
Can I beat
Man.
Mario 3D World without touching colors? No,
What does that even
dumb
mean?
motherfucker. They're displaying on your screen. They're all colors, jackass. He's
Sexy.
probably saying that white is the only thing he can stand on. Bro, the video, I hovered over the video, and the first thing he's doing is running on green grass. You spawn on green grass. The answer is no, you jackass. Yeah, oh yeah, there's a sexy tag on the Nathaniel Bandy wiki, and it has Pink Gold Peach, Naked Mario, and Sammy Classic Sonic Fan.
Why
That's
is
just the
Sammy Classic
trending
Sonic
pages.
Man?
Shout out,
Like
shout
a
out
kid.
Sammy.
Trending pages
Shout out my man
below
Sammy.
it. People are just
What?
watching a lot of it. Hold on, what is the Sammy Classic Sonic fan page of the Nathaniel Bandy wiki?
Yeah, I don't know
God.
what's on there.
I knew this was gonna turn into a rabbit hole.
Well, good. I'm glad to go down this rabbit hole. This is fun.
Nathaniel Bandy wiki. Sammy Classic Sonic fan. I'm not like okay. Oh, he's older than us. That's awesome. Infamous 19-year-old kid on YouTube who is a very big fan of classic Sonic. He first started making YouTube videos when he was 14. Whatever. Why is this on the wiki? It doesn't say like the connection to Nathaniel Bandy
I
on
don't
the
think
wiki.
there is one other than that they're both like YouTubers.
On the
Yeah, I
videos
don't
tab,
know.
it doesn't name like videos. It just says his one infamous video or like 2 infamous videos, but not his other ones.
Dude,
Okay.
how fast can I die in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I assume is just a video where he falls into every fall boundary like as fast as he can. 143,000 views. He made like a sizable amount of money making this video. He's probably very slow at this. The answer is probably not very fast because he's slow because he is not good at video games.
He's good at Mario 64, and that is about it. He's an old head. He will vote Bernie Sanders 20 times.
Bernie 20 times.
I will vote Nathaniel Bandy 20 times. He is an old head. He has been making top 10s
You know-
for maybe 15 years.
You know,
How
another
fast can you touch grass in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? 246,000 views.
You know, another reason why he can't 100% every Smash game is because Melee has hints of oppression, which was...
Oh yeah, that was another video on my timeline. I'm sorry to the guy who made the deep sadness of Super Smash Brothers Melee or whatever that video was. I opened that video, I could not take it seriously after looking at the table of contents and what each section was called.
I don't think that one is Jacob Geller, but I like Jacob Geller. I haven't seen a Jacob Geller video in so long, but I actually think some of them are interesting.
No, it was Kerbunny. It was analyzing the eeriness of Super Smash Bros. Melee. There's probably, to be clear, I did not watch the video. There's probably good like things he talks about in the video about like the art style, but like one of the title things is like hints of oppression, and like no, it looks like a 2000s Y2K cyber video game, like cyberspace video game. Because Masahiro Sakurai opened his GameCube and saw the GameCube home menu and it just looks like that, and he went into like the game data screen and it just looks like that, so he made the game match the console because it made sense.
He should
And
he should
that's
make
the
a
same
video.
reason that Brawl looks really realistic, is because that is what games looked like on the Wii at the time.
I watched that whole video, and there's a part in that video where he says, "It's time to remind you that I have no idea what I'm talking about."
I respect that actually.
Well, thank you for that.
I respect that. That's actually kind of hype. Well, yeah, I think it's just wanted to make like a retrospective on Melee. It's a cool thing. I don't want to hate on people making like content like this because I think it's cool, but I can't think about Melee seriously with the fucking hints of oppression chapter of the video. It's like I don't know about hints of oppression in the game. I think that it is just the cyberspace game because the GameCube menu looks like that, and it was made in 2001.
They should make a video.
Smash Bros.
Of
Melee is
Brawl.
unfair. Master Hand is in there, standing at the concession, plotting his oppression.
Yeah, they should make a video on Brawl and how the art style represents the 2008 housing crisis and the global recession that followed. Because it's it's only relevant to the game. It must be why that game has such a dark look. It represents how sad people were when they lost their life savings because they bought a house that was underwater financially.
All right, I
That's
think
crazy.
I think if we have nothing
We're calling
else,
it.
yeah. In fact,
I do want to mention.
Is this the part at the end of the podcast where the guest gets to shout himself out?
You can't shout yourself out yet,
hold
'cause
on.
I have to shout out the
Bento wants
Pokemon
to-
cipher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
because Lime King went on that cipher and he said that bitch does crack like Alakazam, and that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That is one hell of a line.
That's
Sadly,
a bar.
McLean
That's a
did not
crazy
make.
bar.
I'm gonna do it
I
anyway.
didn't.
This is how things work
Yeah,
in the
shout
podcast
yourself
industry.
out.
All right, you can find me. I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/capstreams. I'm on YouTube at youtube.com/@capt_streams. And you can also play a video game I made. It's called Sync, SYNC. It's on Steam for free. I made that video
Awesome.
game, and I'm working on, like, I don't really stream or make videos that much anymore, but I do make games, and I'm working on a new game project right
Awesome.
now, which is going to be very cool. So,
Yeah.
That's very awesome.
Yeah,
Shout out to Harry.
Yeah, I think yeah, we can start wrapping this up. In fact, another podcast that I listened to like released an episode as we were recording. There's a new Where Do We Begin, McLean?
Oh, yippee! I listened to that on my drive
Awesome.
back home in a couple weeks.
All right.
And you can
Uh,
find me in my basement farming neat bucks and training to be a wizard.
你们都知道，我所以我在网上，我叫 Swagbert，谢谢。
绍兴好像我 two Hollis net spend.
早上好，中国现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋。
Merci pour écouter à notre podcast.
Two Hollis Daisuke. Cut the fucking video. Cut the fucking